How's it going, guys? Hovey here, and today we're going to do part 2 of the Q&A, and it's not going to be like the first part because the first part was very Destiny-centered, and this one's going to be kind of just spontaneous questions, so let's do it. Alright, first question goes to Lonely Llama, which is an awesome name, and I love your symbol because Gears of War. Are you planning to have YouTube and Twitch as your main job, or are you going to do something else, and if so, what? P.S. Love your streams and YouTubes. Well, thank you very much, I appreciate that. And no. In order to do YouTube and Twitch as a full-time job, you need to be very successful. I'm not anywhere near that. The main reason I do YouTube and Twitch right now is because I enjoy interacting with the community. I love getting responses from you guys. I love reading comments. It just makes me happy. And, you know, it's awesome making some side money with it as like a kind of side job, but as a full-time job, I just don't see that happening because I just don't see myself getting that big. But I will always do it, and as far as what I'll do in the future, I'm probably going to get an engineering job soon. I would love to get something in the gaming industry because that's my passion, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, I would love to do Twitch and YouTube as a full-time. That'd be like a dream come true. I just don't see it happening. Muddy Boy asks, are you, Mana, and Mike planning on a threesome? Yeah, in December 18th, we're planning on our third one. It's going to be at my house. It's going to be a lot of fun. Malik Sweatshirt, which is an interesting name, asks, I just wanted to know, briefly, if you've ever played Halo competitively. I remember you speaking about how Halo 4 killed Halo for you, and I'm just wondering if you played it competitively and if you plan on getting into Halo 5. Other than that, congrats on the 30K. Well, thank you, Malik. I appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, I didn't go to tournaments, and I didn't like place top 8 or anything. I wasn't like a semi-pro or a pro at it, but in Halo 3, I was a 50 in MLG. I ran into really good teams all the time, ran into MLG pros pretty consistently. So I would say, yeah, I played it pretty competitively, but I never had like a team of 4 that I consistently played with. I only had one main partner I play with a lot, and his name was kjhovey, and I still talk to him a lot, so it's been a pretty awesome friendship. Oh, a fun fact, I actually met kjhovey in Metroid Prime Hunters. So everything kind of links back to Metroid for me. But anyways, yeah, I played it somewhat competitively. As far as Halo 5, I do plan on getting into Halo 5. I don't know if I'll get into it competitively because I'm already playing a lot of Destiny and there's a lot of other games coming out that I want to try, like Star Wars Battlefront. But I'll definitely give it a shot at the competitive level. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do much with it. But I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, and that's the important thing. Cheesy Buns, which is an absolutely filthy sounding name. It's kind of making me want to puke because I'm thinking about something pretty gross. Anyways, he asks, Hovey, what is your dream job? Like I said earlier, YouTube and Twitch would be the dream job, but that's probably not gonna happen. So I would say something in the gaming industry, just engineering, something in the gaming industry. It would be awesome if I could get a job at a company I like, making a game I like. But that's pretty high demanding. That's pretty hard to get, so just something in the gaming industry would be really cool. Hoser84, which I hope I'm saying that correctly, says, first of all, you're a complete badass. Well, thank you. I don't think I'm a complete badass, but I appreciate the compliment. And he says, for my question, why don't you play on the Xbox One if you were a Halo player? Are you going to pick up an Xbox One when Halo 5 comes out? Thanks, Hovey. Well, I already have an Xbox One. I got it for the Halo Master Chief Collection back in November. It's been like a year. But I got it for that, and I was severely disappointed because the Master Chief Collection was complete trash when it first came out. I don't know if any of you all got it in the first couple weeks it came out, but you literally could not play online. It was terrible. But I do have an Xbox One. I haven't been playing it because I've been so busy with PS4. But I do plan on playing Halo 5 a lot. Now, to finish your question on the whole, why did I not play on Xbox One if I was a Halo player? That's because when the PS4 and Xbox One first came out, I thought the PS4 looked a lot better, and I still think it is a better system. It was $100 cheaper at the time, and I went with the PS4. So when Destiny came out, well, I wasn't gonna buy an Xbox One just to get Destiny on that too. And the PS4 had more exclusives. I could get into the beta and alpha earlier on Destiny. And honestly, I like the controller better on the PS4, which is weird because I loved the 360 controller. But there's something about the Xbox One controller I just can't stand. So yeah, that's basically the whole reason. And like I said before, the reason I'm not grinding on Xbox One as well is because I have so much stuff I have to do on the PS4 version. I have other games I want to play, and YouTube and Twitch take up a lot of time, so that's the reason I'm not playing on Xbox One as well yet. It might happen in the future, I'm not sure, but you know, it's just a lot of time to take up to do both versions. Destiny Salad asks, Hovey, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? That's a really hard question. There are so many intricate flavors out there. You got cookies and cream, cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough, the ice cream with the little caramel turtles in it that have like caramel around it. So many good flavors out there, but if I had to have just one, vanilla. George Zimmerman says, did you see yourself blowing up this big? It seems like that Dream Team video really launched you up there. Good luck. Well, thank you. And no, I did not see myself getting this big. It kind of started with that No Land Beyond video. I don't know if you all remember, but Jez, who is a fellow clanmate and friend, he made a No Land Beyond video with me, Tash, and himself doing No Land Beyond only and trials. And that video got huge. I think it has hundreds of thousands of views. It has a lot of views. And that one really boosted us up. And then, like you said, when I played with the Dream Team, I was really lucky to be in that. I was actually sick. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. And Tash was like, nah, come on, dude, let's do it. And I was like, all right, man. And fortunately, I played well. And, you know, the whole, Hovey, you're a robot, and Gypsy, that happened. And it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm definitely very fortunate to have been in those videos. And Mr. Fruit and Robbie and Blue have all been really, really nice to me and have helped me. So big thanks to them. I would have not been able to do it without them. And of course, I couldn't do it without all of you. And yeah, so thank you very much, guys. Diago Ferreira? I hope I'm saying that right, man. Sorry if I just butchered your name. But he says, first of all, congrats on the 30K. You totally deserve it. Well, thank you very much. Love from Portugal. I would have to say that is one of the coolest things about YouTube and Twitch for me is seeing stuff like love from Portugal or love from Japan, because it's really cool that I'm connecting to people from that far away from me. That's just a really cool thing to me. But anyways, he says, second of all, why did you start YouTube? What was your motivation? So that's a good question. Back when I was getting into Halo, like 2007, 2006 area, 2006 I guess. Yeah, back when I got into Halo and Gears of War, I watched all these awesome montages by Furion and all sorts of other Halo YouTubers, and I saw all these montages and I was like, wow, this is really cool. And I was kind of inspired by that. So when I was that age, I got this really crappy capture card and I tried to make videos, and of course they were terrible. They were just awful. I was a little like 13, 14-year-old. I didn't know any better. And nowadays it's a lot easier. You can do that type of stuff because PS4 and Xbox One can capture footage in high quality. But back then it was like impossible unless you wanted to dish out hundreds of dollars. And I didn't have that, so I was really inspired by them, but I couldn't do it back then. So as I grew up, I just played games and got better at them. And then college came along and I could afford a PC finally. I could afford capture cards. So after I got done with my first term in co-op, I bought those and I started messing around with video stuff. Elgato, Sony Vegas, started just messing around with stuff. And eventually Destiny came out and I was like, I really was just like, this is my opportunity to do something and I need to act on it. So when the alpha and beta came out, I started trying to make videos back then. And, you know, they didn't do amazingly well, but every time I got a sub, every time I got a comment, every time a video got a like, I would see it and it inspired me. Like, this is really cool. Someone took the time to watch one of my videos and, you know, I want to keep doing this. So I kept doing it and one thing led to another and here I am. So TLDR, Halo inspired me. Just people that made really cool Halo videos. Zaki, or Zaki, I'm not exactly sure how that name is pronounced. He asks, I noticed you use the Fat Rat Unity a lot in your videos. Do you like that sort of music, or is it just a one-off type of thing? Also, what other songs like that do you like? That's a good question. So, a friend of mine told me about that song, and he said I should use it. Honestly, I don't know what people like that well. I'm really, really weird with music. The music I like is pretty I'm pretty picky. Rock music is the main stuff I like, and it's all sorts of genres, like bands like Saves the Day and Say Anything, and then I'll jump to like The Fall of Troy. Stuff like that is what I like. I don't necessarily like music like Unity, but I do like that song. There are certain songs that I like that. I can't think of any others off the top of my head, but I'm always looking for new music as far as copyright free goes, because I know people might start getting really tired of this song. It's probably playing right now as I'm talking, because I don't really have any other copyright free songs to play that are enjoyable to listen to in the background. But yeah, to answer your question, I don't really have any other songs like that, but I would like to find some, because I do enjoy this song. Andre asks, what did you want to be when you grew up, when you were a little hovey? So when I was a wee little hovey, I always wanted to do something gaming related. It's never changed. You know, when I was 3 years old, I first started playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and I was in love with it. The atmosphere, the music, the gameplay, it was so awesome, and I wanted to be a part of making something like that. And sadly, as I grew up, math was like my really strong suit, and I decided I should go into engineering because, you know, that's a lot of math. Now, that was kind of a dumb decision on my part, because I don't really have a passion for engineering itself. If I could go back in time, I would have tried to do something with programming, maybe. Something that would help me get into the gaming industry more. So I am kind of sad that I chose the path I did, but yeah, that definitely was my dream job, was to do something with gaming. Hopefully I can still do something with that, but we'll see. Leo says, what are your plans for the future? Do you plan to stay a Destiny channel, or will you branch out to other games? Keep up the great work. By the way, your streams are great. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. And I think I'm going to branch out eventually. Destiny's always going to be there. I'm always going to play Destiny. But I would like to play other games, because I don't know about you guys, but I get burnt out. And Destiny is starting to burn on me pretty hard. I want to play Halo 5. I want to play Battlefront. I've actually been playing the beta of that, and that's really fun. But yeah, I do want to branch out. I don't know if you guys would be interested in other games, but for my sake, for my sanity, yeah, I definitely want to try other games out. Le Closet, were you shy when you went to Bungie? I actually didn't go to Bungie. I went to Red Bull headquarters, which is in LA. Bungie is in Seattle, I believe. And yeah, I was super shy when I went there. I didn't feel that shy after the first day, but when I first got there, I'm not the type of guy that just jumps into a group. So when I was kind of forced to jump into a group, I was very nervous. That's just my nature. And it's on YouTube too. When I first started doing videos on YouTube, I was super nervous. I don't know if any of y'all were around back then, but I used to like say I hate my voice. I like feel super self-conscious about that stuff, and I'm still self-conscious about certain stuff. So yeah, I was very shy about that. Alright, The Undertaker asked a few good questions, so we're just going to rattle these off real quick. For anyone that doesn't know, my picture is Link from A Link to the Past. It's a Zelda game that was for the Super Nintendo. Probably my favorite game of all time. Where do you get your background music from? It's called Unity by the Fat Rat. A friend, like I said earlier, just told me about it, and I just use it now. Gonna play more Trials when it comes out. Yeah, it comes out the 16th, and I'm definitely looking forward to it, because Trials actually makes me want to win, and nothing else does that in Destiny. What do you use to record and edit? I use an Elgato HD that's like 2 years old now. I need to get a new one. I want to get the new internal one. And I use Sony Vegas Pro 12, maybe 13, to edit. Current new favorite exotic gun? That's a good question, man. I have not tried Laylock yet, and I have a feeling that would be my favorite. But as for now, I guess the Supercell? I only have like a few of them, so I don't really have that strong of a pull towards any of them. Hereafter's really fun though, so Hereafter makes a good case too. Love the content, keep it. Oh, thank you, The Undertaker. Michael Bart asked, what is your most embarrassing moment? Oh man, I gotta think back on that one, man. I haven't really had anything embarrassing happen to me in the past like 10 years, but in grade school, I had some really embarrassing times. I think most people do. But anyways, like in 2nd grade, I remember I absolutely hated going to the restroom in public bathrooms. Pee was okay, but in school, I did not want to ever shit on the toilet, because those things were disgusting. And I remember I had to go so bad, and I think it was diarrhea, and I tried to hold it, and it was like 2:30 p.m. about to get out of class, and I farted, and a little came out, and I was screwed. I ran to the bathroom, and I remember I took my underwear off and threw them in the like trash, and then just went back like it was normal. I'm not wiped, of course, but then I went back, and man, that was so awkward. Another embarrassing moment was in 8th grade. I think it was 8th grade. Do you ever have your parents, when you were younger, and when they would wash your clothes, they would put it in the washer, and sometimes they wouldn't put it in the dryer for like a few days? Well, my mom did that by accident once, and she got them out of the dryer, and I put them on, and I didn't realize they smelled really bad, like a really mildewy smell. And we had gym that day, and I remember going to gym, and when I went to gym, I played hard, man. I wanted to get some exercise in, so I was playing basketball. I started sweating a lot, and little did I know, my clothes started reeking. Like, I smelled terrible. And I had taken a shower that morning, and it wasn't me, it was the damn clothes, and everyone in my class assumed it was just me smelling, and it was terrible, man. I remember people just picking on me so much, and it was just so embarrassing. Spaz Clan says, how long have you been gaming? I have been gaming since I was 3 years old. I basically came out of the womb playing Zelda because my mom played it when I was like 1 year of age, 2 years old, in that area, and she would give me a dummy controller, and I would think I was playing. And then finally, when I was 3 years old, I actually started playing it, and it took me a long time to beat it. I think I beat it when I was 5 or 6, but man, I was playing at a very early age. Okay, so I had to have gotten at least 30 comments saying, will you do a face reveal? Will you do a face reveal? Will you do a face reveal? So, here we go. Alright guys, so here's the face reveal. This isn't actually the first face reveal I've ever had. You could see my face at the Red Bull event. You could see it on Twitter if you wanted to. But, you know, I guess I've never done a face reveal on YouTube, and that's because I just don't like webcams and I don't like looking at myself. So, yeah, here's the face reveal for YouTube. And thank you guys for the 30K. And I already know I have a baby face. I already know my voice does not match my face. I've heard that like a million times already. I get it. I just can't grow facial hair, man. I'm 23 years old, still can't grow it. I wish I could, but what can you do? You can't do much about your genes. So, alright guys, thanks for watching, and take it easy.